Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, folks. Mike Zuber, one rental at a time with my good friend Stratton Brown. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me on, Mike.
Hey, so you had a great question on Instagram, and your response was awesome. I get this question a lot, get this comment a lot on my YouTube channel, um, and that is, cash buyers are cash buyers destroying, wrecking the housing market?
No, like not at all. Like if
Just
you
no.
li- you live in America, like if you don't like it, you need to change your own personal outcomes so you can become the cash buyer. Like flat out. Like that's the only solution to that period. If you talk to me about some other nonsense, no. Like if you are not happy with the outcome, you need to change the outcome. Like you control a lot of different things.
Yeah.
If you really want to, go get a loan or go raise some cash and have all cash and throw down on your personal home and do whatever finagling you want to do to get your dream home.
Mm-hmm.
But if that person has the money to buy it, the market's going to reward them. Cash talks.
Cash talks. Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's the beauty of selling. I mean, it's homes, it's cars, it's RVs, whatever it is, right? There's a thing, a widget, and you only sell it once. And if you happen to have cash, right? This is like obviously when people are talking about this, they're talking about Wall Street coming in. Maybe they're talking about investors coming in. So let's break this down, right? Because when people talk cash buyers, sometimes they don't know what they're talking about. So the one that they most often, I believe they're talking about is Wall Street, BlackRock, Blackstone, the people that are running trillion-dollar funds or companies in billion-dollar funds. So what do you think about Wall Street owning 10% of American homes? They own about 1% today. What do you think if they own 10% of homes as rentals?
I mean, I get okay, but like you need to do better. Right, like you can sit around and bitch and you can sit around and complain that like these people are doing these things, but then you watch Michael's channel, you have his course that is too cheap, by the way. That
yeah,
that is
you
full
keep killing
of
me on that.
tons of value that you can legitimately go and buy an asset for no money down and still compete with them. Yes, there's going to be a time where they're going to come in and they're going to throw it all out there, right? And they're like, what happened to you? And like, no, we're buying everything.
Yeah.
But that time will end.
Yeah, it does. It does.
And you'll still be able to buy stuff, and they aren't going direct to seller either. If you're going direct to seller, the hedge funds can't work the streets like you can.
No, exactly.
To where you're thinking way too hard about it, and you're going through all these different mental gymnastics and just going over these ridiculous scenarios.
They're just tying themselves in knots. They're just
do the work. Like just hop out there, go do some shit.
Do the work. I love that. That's my statement. I actually have that on a workout shirt. Do the work. So again, I've competed with Wall Street hedge funds before. Right. So I was buying as much as I could in 2010. Nobody was around. And then out of nowhere one day, I was on a routine. Every Monday, the MLS would be updated. Right. And it's like nothing. I'm like, oh, it must be a system glitch. Right. It'll be up Tuesday. Nothing Tuesday. Nothing the next week. So I start calling my real estate agents and they're saying that Wall Street is buying every foreclosure sight unseen. They're buying the entire list. And I was buying stuff at 20, 30% off list price. So now Wall Street came in and paid list. Of course, banks are going to sell to them.
Oh, yeah.
But here's the deal. What people don't realize is just like I teach a buy box, Wall Street has a buy box.
Bro, they have buy boxes. It's crazy. If you're wholesaling, you can sell to a hedge fund at like 110 in the Midwest if it fits their buy box.
Yeah. If you can figure out the buy box, first off, if you're a wholesaler, go figure it out and sell everything you can because you can sell at stupid prices.
Oh, insane prices.
But if you're me, you figure out their buy box and you buy right on the edges. Because what will happen is they pay stupid prices. And again, real estate is comp based. So their stupid price rise brings yours up as well. So for me, for whatever reason, they would not buy 2 bedrooms last time.
Wow.
So I bought every 2 bedroom I could. And you know what, Stratton? Sometimes you could buy a 2 bedroom, make it a 3, and then sell it as a 3. That's really profitable.
Right. Well, and bro, you can make a lot of money selling. I have a 23-year-old friend who's making several $100,000 in Atlanta selling to Open Door, like just buying stuff and then putting it back on the market and selling it straight to Open Door, like doing like a hotel.
Yeah.
Like not doing anything. So like you can, again,
out.
You can complain or you can just pivot.
Yeah.
The people who complain get washed out by the market. The people who pivot survive and keep on going.
Yeah. Pivot. I love that. I love that word pivot. Wall Street will absolutely come in. Like if you're looking for a 3-bedroom, 2-bath in some market like Phoenix is often picked on, and that's their thing, guess what? You're probably not buying a 3-2 off the MLS because they're just going to outpay you. But
Yeah.
go look for around that. It can be very profitable.
And like at a point in time, you're just gonna have to come to terms like either I need to pay these prices or I need to move markets.
Yeah, change markets. Yeah. So I get when I think then let's talk about the other cash buyers. Let's talk about Open Door, Zillow. So this is not hedge funds. These are publicly traded companies now, right? What do you think about Open Door and Zillow Offer or whatever it's called in Redfin?
I mean, I think they're gonna get. They're here to disrupt the market, and they should because that's capitalism. I think they'll never be able to really go direct to seller in the same way that we do. They can like PPC wise, but then you still have direct mail.
Yeah.
Right. You can still compete with them and people still don't want to feel like a number.
Yeah.
Right. When you work with those companies, it feels like a number and it's okay. And that's their model because they have enough of a budget ad spend to where I'd say you need to pick up your own company customer service.
Yes.
How can I make these people feel amazing? They know I'm working with them, blah, blah, blah. Like we have all of that. We can solve more of their problems. I'm there for them. I'll pray with them. Yeah. I do have friends who pray with them, right? Do all those different things to where that's what separates us in the marketplace. If you are not constantly thinking about how you can separate yourself in the marketplace, then yes, they will wash you out.
Yeah. The other thing I want to remind you of is let's not forget that Open Door, Redfin, all of these people disappeared when they had a hiccup.
They all disappeared during COVID, bro.
Yeah.
They pulled out of everything. And I mean, they can. And that's again when you should go in and take advantage.
So here's the deal. Again, I've looked at their product. Their product sucks. When we go into this housing slowdown, they are going to lose money. They're going to hold properties and they're going to realize that they suck. They are horrible flippers. The only thing that bailed them out is the last 6 or 9 months, the market was like this. And then it's just a numbers game. If I can buy as much as I can, and it goes up 5% a month, I'm making a shit ton of money.
Right.
Remember, the first sign of a hiccup, they bailed.
Oh, they were out. They
done in a day. Canceling escrows, all kinds of stuff. So, folks, these are not these. So I consider Wall Street separate from Open Door, Redfin, Zillow.
How come?
Well, because Wall Street, what they do is they run a buy box and they have staying power because they're paying cash. Same as Zillow, Redfin, and all of that, but they're trying to use an algorithm. And again, I was a big data guy, sold all that stuff. Big data algorithms work for stocks and stuff that's a very liquid market. It doesn't work on housing. It's too slow to change. And what they did, if you go back and look at their earnings reports, they were losing like $40,000 a house when the market got soft. No wonder they pulled out. And they're going to do it again because they're relying on data too much.
Yeah, I think, and I don't think they're going to really change anything, right? Like it's just, okay, we have to deal with them. And they come in and they offer a little bit more, but that's no different than some stupid ass wholesaler.
Yeah, true.
Coming in and just like messing it all up. And then guess what? The price is there now because that's just what the seller thought they would get.
Yeah. I just think that I think hedge funds have more staying power. Also, hedge funds, once they own, I don't ever see them selling. That's another thing. Because they're going to own rentals. They're going to get the return. What hedge funds did last time is they bought it cash, fixed it up. They refied their money out. They have no money in the deal. Now it's a dividend.
Yeah.
Right. Open Door, Redfin, Zillow, those guys, they're flipping. They're not building rental portfolios. They're flipping, and flipping has seasons. Sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's bad. The last year has been good. I guarantee you the next year to 18 months will be bad. And they're public companies. They're stockholders
Holden by the quarter
are not going to like the numbers that are printed in a flat market. It's not going to happen.
No. And I mean, how do you feel about the hedge funds coming in and buying up, like, okay, let's say 10% of the market and like they're holding it because they will. And like at a point, it'll be harder to rent. But then like I do see the government intervening. My friend Matt Larson, his property management company is so large and he owns so many houses in his area that the government, if he wanted to raise the prices $300 across the board for the market, he could do it. Right. And then, but the government's like, hey man, like you're not going to do this.
Chill out. Yeah. Chill out, buddy.
Like you're not going to do this. Right. But like, that's how much power he has. So, I mean, the government will step in with that. People say they're afraid of like not being able to buy a house to it. Bro, if you really want to buy a house, you can get an FHA loan, make like $40,000 a year and have a 550 credit score. Like you have really easy with a 3% down. You have really, really easy access to get your journey started. and you can still go buy one, like up to 4 units with that.
Yeah. Yeah. You can house hack.
You can house hack, and you don't even have to house hack, right? Send all your mail there and put it on Airbnb and like live in there, right? Like you can do it in a serious way to where if you're really concerned about them coming in, like, oh, well, they're taking all of mine when you own nothing, then like what you need to be formulating a plan of how you can at least play the game first.
Yeah. For me, the answer is pretty simple. I'm buying as many single family homes as I can in the next year or so. The money's never been this cheap. Inflation is going to be raging, I think, in the next couple of years.
So are you buying more single families in Fresno?
Yeah, I'm in contract to buy 2 more right now. Yep.
In Fresno? Are you staying in Fresno? Just only Fresno?
Only Fresno. Well, it's Fresno County. Yeah.
Fresno, Madera.
Yeah.
I will never buy a house out here ever again. I really won't.
It's okay. Good for me. I'll buy more.
I had one more question for you. I had a question for you.
All right, go for it.
Hedge funds. It'll come back to me.
Okay. Well, I got one more topic for you. Let's see if it comes back. Again, what is your IG page?
@StratDaddy.
Thanks, buddy.